Hey everyone, happy Thursday. It has been a hot minute since I have gone live and done some tattoo practice. So I have not practiced since last time I went live doing this. So you can see like this is what I was messing with last time. Still have the same tattoo gun. And then the new thing though, which I was so stinking excited about, is I got sent a stencil printer so that I don't have to now like hand draw stuff and like do freehand work and stuff. And so I went ahead and printed it, like printed a whole bunch of different designs. So I went crazy with like Disney stuff, obviously, and then some like more simple designs, like classic stuff. And then I loved the bow idea from last time. So I did like this little bow and then like some Halloween ideas. So crossing Halloween and Disney, since we're coming up on that, we're doing 0. And then I love snails. So we've got snails and stuff and like some flowers and lollipops, popsicles, butterflies, etc. So got a bunch of ideas here. Oh, also like obviously Nightmare Before Christmas. So both Oogie Boogie and 0 here. So yeah, I just like made a whole sheet of a bunch of different stuff. But this printer was really stinking cool. And so I've linked to the printer and the tattoo gun that I'm using in the description. Everything's always linked in the description. But what's super cool is the printer. So I got it from Amazon and they are offering like a 40% off code, which is just absolutely insane to me. But it's a 40% off code, and I think the code is abcrafty1. So you can use that to get 40% off this printer. So yeah, so that's linked in the description. But I am going to go ahead and try and use this. So I haven't used them before. So I printed this so that I wouldn't have to like figure out how to print and stuff. So I printed this off, but I haven't actually used one yet. So I have, where's this? So this is from the tattoo gun kit. I've got that transfer gel, so I have to figure out how to use this. But I watched some stuff, and it seems simple enough. Like, it seems like it's basically like doing a temporary tattoo. So I think it's just a matter of like deciding which one I want to do. And I'm kind of feeling like this little popsicle. I kind of like this idea, or maybe like the butterfly. Or even like the mushroom. Okay, let's go simple. We're gonna go super simple here. So I'm gonna go with the popsicle. So apparently what you do with this stencil printer is, so it like prints on this like weird plasticky stuff, but then you peel it back and it's like all on here. Like how cool is that? Hey Carly, welcome. Yeah, say hi in the chat. Let me know where you're like watching from. This is like a super weird time for me, so I think we're gonna get a whole bunch of different time zones, so that's always fun. Yeah, I never go live at helpful times. It's just when I feel like it, and so this is one of those days. So I am gonna cut out this little popsicle. It's actually really cool. Like I was worried it was gonna smudge, but no, like there's no smudging that happens. Gazal, welcome. Rebecca, welcome. Verbal, welcome. Hey, hey. Okay, so then I think what we do is we like put the tattoo transfer gel. I'm Mia, not Kai. Okay, hey Mia, not Kai. My voice is shaky. Is anyone else having weird sound issues? Let me know in the chat if you're having weird sound issues. Hopefully it's not, but let me know if anyone else is having that issue. Okay, I need to open this. Oh, here, how to use. Hold for 3 to 5 seconds, remove stencil. Yeah, okay, so we wipe it onto the skin. So I'm using like this fake skin. Yes, yes as in everyone else is also hearing shaky voice. I'm not gonna know. Crystal, welcome, welcome. Yeah, I'm gonna keep going until like there's a whole bunch of people that say something's weird with the sound. But I'm not getting like any kind of error. Alessandra says, audio is great. Yeah, I'm not getting any kind of error that would tell me otherwise. So, I don't know. Am I excited for Wicked Part 2? Abso-stinkin-lutely. Okay. Braindead, love the name. Okay, so I think we're fine. Nadia, welcome. Yes, I'm super excited for Wicked Part 2. Yeah, pretty pumped. We actually just recently rewatched Part 1, like just a couple weeks ago, because we didn't know what to watch, and then that was on, so I ended up watching that. Oh wait, let's see. I'm trying to pick this thing up to get it out of the way. I think I'm gonna use this like bottom area here. Try to keep it open. And so for context, for those who haven't seen me, this is what, my second time using a tattoo gun. So I'm very much a beginner. So this is very much me practicing and sort of figuring this all out. This whole thing started because a friend had so my friend has a bunch of tattoos, and he had the idea of like me doing a stick and poke tattoo on him. And I saw that a stick and poke kit is like $10 on Amazon. And so the next day I bought a kit and I was tattooing him that weekend. And so then I have like this tattooing bug, and I went and reached out to some brands. And so, what is it? Fomemo, I think is how you pronounce it. So they were amazing and sent me this tattoo gun. Again, linked in the description. And yeah, so now I'm like become obsessed, and I like reached out to this stencil printing company because I like from this last time I was like, I am not good at drawing first off, and then also I don't want to like freehand stuff, and having a stencil would be so much easier. So now I've gone down this like whole path and become obsessed. So yay. Ooh, a watermelon's such a good idea. A tattooing cookie dough. So this is a popsicle, though I don't disagree that it does look like a cookie. Let's see. Okay, it says like 3 to 5 seconds, so I think it works like a temporary tattoo. So let's see if this works. Amazing. That's so fun. Okay, cool. I don't know if I can reuse this. I'm gonna set this aside. That would be neat if I like can reuse that. So I am tattooing on fake skin. So they sell like this fake skin stuff. It's basically just like silicone. And so it works great for practicing. Oh, the sheet looks like cookie dough. Yeah. But yeah, I'm doing practice on the fake skin. When I was doing the stick and poke practice, sorry, I'm like putting on gloves. I should really show you what I'm doing, just so I don't get ink on myself, just in case. Stick and poke I was doing like on the fake skin, and then also in orange, but yeah. Oh, a friend did have an idea that I'll maybe do it next time, but I should like practice on putting like some sort of curved edge on it, like over a bowl or something like that, so that it's like more like skin, like the curvature and stuff, to get used to that. But I mean, for now, I'm just gonna try, like this is the first time using a stencil, following a stencil, so we're gonna stick with that for now. Yeah, exactly, Cassie, it's one of those skins, like the fake skin. Oh, jeez. Love it. Okay, so I need my little, so we have a bunch of colors, but I'm gonna keep it simple and just do some outlining in black. And then I am looking for my little container. Yeah, let me see. So here's the whole kit from the actual tattoo gun kit. You can see how organized I keep everything, which is not at all organized. But there was supposed to be one that was already out. I don't think it was these guys. Let's see. Oh, there we go. Okay, so this guy was already out. And then I already set up the tattoo gun. I'm gonna close this and move it out of the way. So I already put the attachment on it, and I've like kept this one separate so that it's just like the one I use for practice, so I'm not worrying about having it sterile and all of that. So we don't have to like change this out each time and waste it, so I'm just using the same one. And I think this one is just like the lining, like a basic like round liner, I think it is. So it has like 5 little needles or something like that. in there. So keeping it simple, keeping it super simple, and just doing the liner tip. Let's see if I can get this open. And I'm just wearing gloves, so when I inevitably get dye or ink on myself, it doesn't stain me too badly. This, I didn't cut this open. We're just gonna open it from the bottle. Let's see if I can tap just a little bit in. Historically, I have not been great at this, and it like comes rushing out. It's either like all or nothing, basically. Can she do it? Come on. Come on, there we go. Oh, that one was much better. I remember last time, I think it was like the blue, it just splattered everywhere. So that's much easier. Okay, we're gonna put this to the side. Now that I think of it, I haven't even used this brand yet. I was thinking, because I'm like, I've used the black before, why isn't it open? That was during the practice that I did before with the stick and poke. So, haven't actually used that. Okay, so from last time, I still have the same settings, and I remember someone came on who actually knew what they were doing, thankfully, and it told me to lower the voltage to 6.5 so that it's a lot slower. So I'm gonna stick with that setting, and let's just get this going and see how I do. But otherwise, like, chat in, like, what are y'all up to? I'm just gonna keep practicing and hang out with y'all. And here's the real question. Does anyone else feel like it's Wednesday? Because this morning I woke up and I was like, oh, it's Wednesday today, and realized it was Thursday. And like yesterday I thought it was Tuesday. And I just find that like such an interesting phenomenon that like regardless of where people are, they will often, and like the experiences they're having, they will often feel like it's the same. It feels like a Friday. Oh, that's completely different. Interesting. But yeah, like, it's so interesting that, like, people, regardless of experience they're having, will, like, have a similar thing of, like, oh, it feels like a completely different day. So, for me, it very much feels like a Wednesday. Or I guess yesterday I felt like a Wednesday. Ooh, eating chicken nuggets. Yeah. Yeah, see? Exactly. Right? That's so bizarre to me. I don't know what that phenomenon is called. I never know like which way I'm supposed to hold it. I want to say it's like this, so like I can see the stuff and the buttons. But if anyone knows what they're doing, please let me know if I'm holding this correctly. But let's see. Do I do tattoos for people? I have done literally one tattoo, so the stick and poke on a friend of mine, and it was the number 27. And that's all I've done. But I'm practicing because he's like has given me approval in theory to do a tattoo on him with the actual tattoo gun. But I have not yet used the tattoo gun on people. I definitely need to get better of like, especially the pressure. Like this is actual concern for hurting someone and like scarring them. So I am not ready to just jump in and tattoo a real person by any means at this point. Yeah, please let me know what the phenomenon is. It looks so comfortable in my hand. Well, thank you, La La Land. It's definitely not. Fake it till you make it. Okay, let's see. So I've already twisted this out to like how far out I want it to go. Ooh, that's interesting. On camera, it looks so much slower. Oh, I love that. So it's not going that slowly. It is like, from my view, it is a constant thing. So it's not like going like boop, boop, boop that you can see on the camera. It is constant. But yeah, so I've already poked it out as far as it should go. Let's see. I don't know how hard to push or how fast to go. I was thinking having the stencil would be super helpful, but this ink, I keep wanting to say dye. This ink is just spilling everywhere. I don't know if that's normal. I don't think I'm going in, honestly. Oh, there, now it felt like I did. I'm gonna see if I can go all the way around first. Oh, that was like tugging. Okay, I definitely don't want that. Okay, we're gonna pause there. Can you talk and tattoo at the same time? Not really, apparently. Can I make a brain? Ooh, that's a good idea. it's a 6, it'll be fast. I thought it's slower if it's 6, because it's a lower voltage. No? Ooh, that just wiped away everything. Well, I didn't think that through at all, did I? Crap. Let me grab some water. Thankfully I had this here. Yeah, okay, what do you do when it's like, when you wipe away the stencil? Was I just not supposed to? Do you not check your work as you go? I can still kind of see what it was supposed to be. And like the sprinkles, we can make up. We can make that up. Okay, I've got some line there. Also need to stretch the skin. Yeah, so that's what's tough. Like, whoops, yeah, thankfully that didn't spill. That's what's tough. Yeah, no, it's still on 6.5. I mean, that's the whole point with the practice skin. So like this doesn't stretch, like you can't actually do anything with it. So it's really like practicing to, let's see if I can do it this way so y'all can see better. It's really practicing just the concept, not like precisely what is it like on skin. Because yeah, stretching the skin will definitely help. Oh, there's like no dye. It's so funny. So I'm going to continually call it dye because that's the world that I come from, is calling any sort of ink or dye material a dye. So apologies for constantly calling it dye. What was called, and apparently Germans have a name for it. Ooh, what's the name in German? It's not like when you type it, I'm gonna be able to pronounce it, but it's fine. Hey Tanya, welcome. See, I don't know if I'm gonna go over this line again because I don't know if I really had any ink in there. Yeah, I've been like itching to try again. So I got the printer, so now I'm running out of ink. I got the printer, what, like over the weekend, I think? Or it was probably like a week ago at this point. But I haven't been able to go live. My husband was sick this week, and so I didn't want to like play the music and make all the noise and talk really loudly. Didn't bug him while he was trying to sleep and rest. So I've had to delay this one, but I originally intended to have it happen over the weekend, but here we are. So I've just been itching to practice this, and I figured if I'm gonna practice, ooh, one shaky hand. If I'm gonna practice, I might as well go live with y'all and hang out with y'all. So here we are. That was not a straight line at all. Okay, I feel like this black ink is super thick because it's like not even getting sucked up into the machine. Am I doing tattoos? Yes, I'm doing tattoos. Yes. I am practicing and splattering ink everywhere, as you can see. I don't know if there's a way to like thin this out because I feel like that is honestly something that might be happening. I don't know. Okay, let's go with this swirly swirl because I know that is, now you know what, let's go down here. Let's do the popsicle. The popsicle. I mean the popsicle stick. Obviously the whole thing is a popsicle. There we go. And now I've got this, I don't know, is it like some sort of topping? I feel like this is like an ice cream bar popsicle situation. Clearly, I am not great at following the stencil. I guess for me the stencil is more of just a concept. Like I have never been able to stay within the lines with drawing stuff, like coloring in stuff. Still to this day, like I can't stay within the lines. So yeah, I'm not surprised that I'm not following this stencil nicely. Like I'm so far off. Like it's so far off from it. Oh well. Yeah, I feel like it's drying out. See, that's what's weird. I don't know if it's just because we keep the house super hot. See, this is what I mean. This is why I wear gloves, and yet, go figure, I get it on myself anyways. Let's see if this wipes off nicely. Yeah, we're just gonna have some ink on myself. What was I saying? Yes, the drying out. Yeah, so it's not an old kit. Like, I just got this kit, like, 2 months ago, maybe? So it's not old. I'm guessing it probably is temperature, because I like to keep the house warm. So we live here in Nashville, and it's been, like, 90 degrees Fahrenheit, whatever that is in Celsius. I don't know. And so upstairs, I'm upstairs, and so the house gets to, like, 80-something degrees, if not higher, for most of the day. So I'm guessing that is not great for ink. I mean, you can see that, like, it's pretty thick, and you saw how difficult it was to even get out of the bottle. So I don't know. Where did I get the kit? So this was sent to me. So this kit is, how do you pronounce it? Fomemo? Fomemo? Yeah? So it's linked in the description. But yeah, so it's from Amazon. So yeah, you can find it on Amazon, but it's linked there. Okay, now let's do, I guess we're gonna improvise. I can do these at least. The little sprinkles. Oh, that's what I was saying before. It's interesting that it's like, I feel like it's ice cream popsicle bar, because like obviously it's in the shape of a popsicle, but this whole top part implies that it's like covered in some kind of fudge sauce or something, you know, with the sprinkles. So I don't really know what it is. So we're just gonna make some random lines here. And I still just kind of want to practice outlining. I was thinking like, oh, it might be neat. Okay, we may have done it. Let's turn that off. So practice outlining and then like filling it in another time. But let's see how we did. Can I do Stitch? That would be cute. That would be a cute one. Funnily enough, I obviously printed off like a bunch of Disney themed stencils. So I'm a huge Alice in Wonderland fan, so I went with that. And then, so I have like the Mad Hatter's hat and like the doorknob and stuff. And then because of it turning into spooky season soon, I printed off an Oogie Boogie and a Zero stencil as well. So those are the ones I have printed. Spider-Man, that would be a fun one. Yeah, I love all these ideas. Definitely keep them in. Keep posting them, because that's like how we ended up with the bow. Like last time I was basically just working off of what y'all suggested. This table's, yeah, no, it's fine. I think all of this will wipe off, so I'm actually not too worried. Okay. That's not terrible. Like, not great, but it at least looks like what it was supposed to look like, you know? Okay. Let's do another one. Let's do another. Ooh, cherry blossom flowers. So here's what I have. These are the ones I printed. So we have like Oogie Boogie, Mickey and Minnie, the flower, a lollipop. Obviously you can see like the candy dessert theme, a mushroom, a bunch of flowers, a snail, other flowers, bows. So there's Zero. Thinking maybe the hat, flower. You can see how quickly I will immediately, ooh, snail for, oh, okay, yeah, let's vote. Flower, 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 yeah, okay, okay, flower it is. The question is which one, so we have this one, we're gonna call it, so like the hibiscus, whatever this one is, or this one. But like which flower, y'all? So we'll go flower 1, flower 2, flower 3. Flower 1, flower 2, flower 3. 1 vote for 2. Top 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, well now y'all are doing, stop voting multiple times! Okay, I think it's flower 2. I think flower 2 is the most. Yeah, flower 2. Okay, this one it is. Let's see how easily I can get to it. Ooh, I almost cut the stuff I wasn't supposed to. Ah, this stencil's so cool. Oh my gosh, also what was interesting was the other one. Oh my gosh, so much drama over the flower. I can do more than one. Flower 2 won the vote. Yeah, so I reached out to the company to see, like, are there other ways I can use this stencil printer? And they had such good ideas. So, like, one is just basically using it like any kind of transfer material. So one idea I have for a future project is using it for like glass and doing like etching or doing wood burning, for example. So like it can stick to pretty much any material, it seems. So obviously it's plastic, it can stick to glass, it can stick to wood. So yeah, I'm gonna like mess around with it. Yeah, like glass window stickers, exactly. So yeah, like doing it on vinyl or something, I don't know. So pretty neat that it can be used for a bunch of different things. So I'm gonna mess around with these stencils and see how else I can use them and where a stencil would be helpful. Like even as I'm thinking, so I do ceramics for funsies and I'm wondering like, this probably would work. Like putting this as a simple stencil onto the ceramics and then glazing it after. Yeah. Okay. Thinking and pausing. Okay, let's do this guy over here. I'm trying to think how big to make it. We're gonna put just a globby glob. And then let's just smush it around. I wanna make sure I feel like the last one I didn't get the corner quite right. So I have no concept of how much to put on. Is it supposed to be a thin layer, a thick layer? Like, does it matter? I don't know. But that is plenty. So let's go ahead and slide that on. I have not, wait till it's dry. Wait till what is dry? I have not used the tattoo gun on an actual human yet. So I definitely want to keep practicing before I actually tattoo a person. So that is why we were doing this practice, so I can get a lot better. I have way more confidence with the stick and poke than I do with this. So, yeah. What are people upset? What's with the oh no girl? What? What's going on? What? Everyone's so upset over something. I'm so confused. The stencil stuff then sticks better when you go to wipe? What do you mean? I'm not following at all, unfortunately. Like, am I supposed to wipe off the transfer stuff? So you're supposed to use the transfer gel with it to actually get the stencil transferred. So I'm not sure what you mean. Okay, let's move this. Now let's get, I'm gonna try and adding more in here. And by more, I mean more ink into this, and maybe that'll help. There we go, got some globs in there. Exactly. Yeah, so as far as like using a stencil to do a tattoo, yeah, no, I can't draw at all. And I have difficulty enough following the lines of a stencil, so I very much need a stencil, for sure. But now I know that the stencil doesn't stay. I'm gonna try and load this up as best I can. I'm thinking it's how I'm storing this. Because this wasn't an issue last time. Like, I didn't have this much of an issue. And I used it very shortly after I received it. So I'm thinking, I'm trying to like wipe the goop off. I'm thinking it's a me problem. I guess I could also switch colors. That is another option. And maybe it's a color issue. Welcome, Aubrey. Ooh, brain dead, thank you. So 90 degrees, 32 in Celsius. So that's basically the temperature it's been here. Did I shake the ink? I did not shake it. That probably would have been smart. Okay, we're shaking it. We're shaking it. Hang on, let me turn this off. Let's try this again. Didn't even occur to me. Oh my goodness. See, this is why I like to do this in front of y'all, because y'all have genius ideas and have the common sense that I sometimes lack in these moments. Madison, I don't think you want me to give a tattoo. I don't think you want that. I'm just gonna go out on a limb. You can see my skills here. I am not also emotionally ready to actually do a real tattoo, like a tattoo gun tattoo on someone. Stick and poke, that was fun. Stick and poke I feel like is easier, there's less commitment, you're doing one little poke at a time. You can very easily tell like if you're going far enough or not far enough, so. What is interesting though is like doing this on live is sort of teaching me to, let me see if I can do that. As I say that, teaching me to tattoo while talking. And like, I'm generally not that great at talking and doing stuff. Like if you've joined me on other lives, talking and cutting, not a thing I can do. Not a skill I have yet. Anytime I start cutting something, I am very quick to go silent. So it's interesting that I am learning while talking, because maybe that'll make me better at it. And I'm cheating by turning this around. But it's fine. I'm still just learning, so I'm giving myself that, I don't even know what to call it, that ability, we'll say. I'm allowing myself to do that. Let's put it that way. Multitasking queen. Thank you. I will take it for this. Helly, I'm not ready. No, I'm with you, 100%. Exactly. That's why we practice. I don't think after doing, these are the tattoos I've done. This is how much I have used this tattoo gun. I don't think we are ready to do a real person. So, yeah. Yeah. Kitty cat, welcome. Hello. Thanks for joining. Okay, let's try. I'm gonna do like these little stems of each flower. And honestly, like a challenge I just need to overcome in general is that I do not have a steady hand to begin with, which obviously doesn't make for good tattooing. So like we're already getting over that issue. Pot Maria. So this is fake skin. So they sell like this, it's silicone, so you can see it's like a couple millimeters thick. And they sell it specifically to practice on, so that it has a similar feel to real skin, but unlike real skin, it doesn't have the stretch to it or like the curvature. Though a friend of mine did suggest, I was saying earlier that a friend of mine suggested that I can like put it on top of something to give it some curve. I realized I like totally messed that little flower up. But yeah, putting it on top of something to sort of give it some curve to it. I think we need more ink. Oh my gosh, Madison, you have 4 dogs? Holy cow, and 3 cats. Do you live on a ranch? What is going on? That's crazy. Jazzy, Stephanie, welcome. Braindead, yes, I do have pets. So I have a dog named Joker. I'm looking around, he is not with me right now. And a cat named Rufio. And then I also have a bunch of fish. So I have 3 different fish tanks. But yeah, I am very much a dog person, not a cat person, but here we are. And actually what's funny is I was the one who ultimately wanted the cat. So my husband's a huge cat person, but I was the one who wanted the cat because at the time we both worked in an office, and so getting a dog was not feasible. but I really wanted a pet. So it was going, I mean, it wasn't a shelter. I mean, technically a shelter, but it was like the shelter's at PetSmart kind of thing. So we were in PetSmart one day looking at the animals, and they had some kittens there. And kittens I do like basically any baby animal, I'm all for it. So kittens have won me over. And so then we chose our kitten and took him home, and now he's a jerk. He liked me for like the first week. He would curl up in my lap and stuff when I was laying down, and after those first few days, he like wanted nothing to do with me, and he's just not a nice cat. Woo! Yeah, dog people. Ooh, Madison, so you do, okay, that makes a lot more sense. I'm super jealous that you live on a ranch/farm. That's amazing. Yeah, actually, so what's funny is so we got Rufio first, so Rufio's the cat, so we got him first and had him for about a year, and then we got Joker, our dog, as a puppy as well, also from a shelter, obviously, and yeah, Rufio the cat was super standoffish towards him, and like also wanted nothing to do with him, and yeah, it's been a long time coming, because now we're pretty sure our cat's hierarchy of people in the house is my husband, our dog Joker, and then me. So it's been very interesting. It's taken them, what, like 8 years to get along? Actually, it wasn't that long, because it's been a while since they've gotten along. I'm gonna do this line again, just go over it. So it probably took him about 6 or 7 years for Rufio to start liking Joker, so for the cat to start liking the dog, but now here we are. But it used to be that our dog was obsessed with the cat, and poor thing didn't understand that the cat had no interest in him whatsoever. So, yeah. Now I'm catching up on the chat. Oh my god, you have 53 chickens. Holy cow. Oh my gosh. That's insane. I want chickens badly, but let's just say I do not have the best lungs, and my pulmonologist has forced me to not be around any kind of birds. So, womp womp. I had started volunteering at a bird sanctuary, and then had told my pulmonologist that. And he was like, no, you can't do that anymore. So, no chickens for me. Okay, so you can see I definitely, did not push hard enough for some of these. So we are gonna go back through and clean that up. So you can splatter all this stuff everywhere. Then I think I'm gonna switch to a color. I'm also keeping track of the time. 38. I wanna see if I can keep it under an hour. That's my goal. Going live for an hour. But I'm gonna go over this again, which is generally, my understanding, is a big no-no in tattooing, because that's where you scar the skin. And then I'm trying to, I know it's once you do a line and do it again, you don't want it so here, it's because I started and stopped, and so now it's darker in those areas because there's ending and starting there, so it gets extra time at that point. So I'm gonna attempt to go in slowly and angle it as I go. So let's see if I succeed at that. I can't see what I'm doing. This is why I turned it last time, but... And then I think that's the thing, you're supposed to turn your whole arm. So I think I'm supposed to do that rather than turning my wrist. I know, an hour goes by so fast. And that's my problem, is I don't realize it. And we are going to a show tonight, so I want to make sure I'm not going way over time and then rushing. That's the reason. I mean, oftentimes when I've gone live, I'm really not doing anything, so it's easier in those scenarios. I'm I'll stay on. I'm enjoying this, whatever. But today we do have someplace to be, so unfortunately I will have to cut it off at some point. Ooh, now I went silent. I mean, let's put it this way. By default, my preference would for sure be to be silent. I gotta say, this one wasn't that bad. Like, that curve right there is pretty stinking smooth from last time. I'm proud of that line. One line thus far out of however many I've done. And that's interesting. So like the corners as well. Like, I guess I stopped there, and so those little corners are darker as well. So I don't know if I just like go faster over that area. Let's see. Yeah, exactly. You can't like turn I mean, in theory, if they're like laying down, you could spin them around, but realistically, you're not gonna do that. So I'm gonna like try to not turn the skin from now on. Oh, more dye. More ink. Ink, 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 ink. Yeah, I think there's something weird with this one. I'll have to try the other colors in the future. Because last time, so I did red and blue last time, and there were no issues with that. So it might be something weird with just the black, or if I try one of the reds and blues, and there's also an issue with that, then it's definitely how I've stored it. But there wasn't an issue last time. See, I need to learn to not just use my wrist. Like, you're supposed to move your whole arm. Conceptually, I don't know how to do that. Ooh, I'm trying to push it, but I'm like, I guess my hand is sticking because it's like, these are nitrile gloves, and then on the, like you can see, it's like pulling on it, on the silicone skin. So I don't know how you're supposed to move your whole arm and not just the wrist, but maybe that's easier. Bonnie, can I do a face reveal? I need a better camera setup. So it's not like lack of want, it's just logistically figuring that out. So like I think it's the laptop I normally use is a pretty old laptop, and it cannot handle the systems used to run multiple cameras for a live stream. But that is the goal. So I did get a new computer, and I just haven't fussed with it to figure that out. But my goal is to have a camera on me as well, so you can like see what I'm doing. So at least I'm in the top corner or something, so you can see what I'm doing. So it's not for lack of want, it's just logistically easier. So, ooh, a donut, that's a good idea. Actually, I think there was a donut option, and then I ran out of room on the actual like printout thing. But I like that one. They use black gloves because of the ink runoff. I see why. Ooh, all up the arms. You can't, there's like a whole mess of black ink over there. Ooh, look at this. Okay, that makes me want to go over the popsicle again too. Ooh, a hot dog. That's cute. Rainbow. Yeah, that's why I was thinking the butterfly. So like I did a simple butterfly so that I could try coloring that in. Okay, somewhat good. Like this line clearly messed that up, and then this is a mess here. But not bad. Now I'm gonna go over the popsicle again to get that darker now that this one looks so much better. Aw, thanks, Brain Dead. I just realized I just went silent because I'm catching up on the chat. Thanks for subbing. Okay, we're gonna go over this popsicle again because I like on the flower how that one came out much darker. So let's see how else goes. Yeah, curves definitely stress me out here. Going around, going around. Okay, I'm gonna do what I should have done last time. So there's gonna be a weird little bump there. And this was supposed to be a straight line. Okay, we did not get a straight line whatsoever last time, but let's see. Bonnie, do I speak any other language other than English? Yes, I do. I speak Spanish. My mom is Colombian, so she only speaks Spanish to me. But I would speak back in English. So it's an interesting concept that I can understand Spanish basically perfectly, but I do not speak it very well because I always replied in English. Though I took Spanish in middle school, high school, but I just don't practice it. So yeah, I can read it fine as well, but speaking, I am an extremely slow speaker. Khaleesi, yes, I am practicing tattooing. Nice, fun stuff. Let's get this weird sauce going. What's interesting is now the dye isn't like spreading everywhere while I'm going. Like when I started, the dye was like all over the place, but now it's not, and I don't know why. Woo! Spraying everywhere. Yeah, you guys can see that splattered mess. Cool. And that's what happens when I start looking at the chat while trying to do something else. Yeah, note to self, don't look at the chat when you're holding fast-moving needles. Khaleesi, I'm so talented. Thank you. I feel like that's a bit of BS, but I'll take it. Thank you. I can say I am enjoying this. I'm having fun, and I like the idea of like the end goal that my friend will actually let me tattoo him with a fancy tattoo. And by fancy tattoo, I mean, I assume a very simple tattoo, but fancy is in like using a tattoo gun rather than just a stick and poke. Sprinkles. I really should have done these sprinkles in different colors. Next time. And over that one. Whee! There we go. Let's see if this one came out dark. Yeah, look at that. Much better. Yeah, so clearly I need to like go deeper with it, or I do need to do 2 passes, but I know you're not supposed to do like more than 1 pass generally. So like that's what causes scarring and stuff. So I think I need to be much better with my first pass. I might not be pressing hard enough. It might not be enough ink. Like, I don't really know what the issue is. Bonnie, no worries. Thanks for joining. Okay. Let's see. I kind of want to fill in. Let's try filling in stuff. I don't know. Like, attempt to shade something? Like, attempt to shade the leaves? Let's mess around with stuff. This is still just the liner tip though. So I don't know. I know you can like do like cross hatching and stuff. I am not a trained artist. I am not an artist. So I always say that, like, I'm not an artist at all. I am a crafter. I follow instructions. So my artistic ability is not great, hence the need for the stencils in the first place. But I do remember the concept of cross-hatching. But I think I'm gonna go, like, just pressure. Let's practice just pressure. And I'm just gonna go, like... Well, now I can't see what I'm doing. See, this is what I don't get. I think, like, tattoo artists just know where it's landing. But for me, I'm like, that's just a puddle of ink there. Like, I can't tell what I'm doing. Like, how are you supposed to know? Like, I'm just moving it barely further away than the previous line. we're gonna just do this like pass by pass and maybe go like just more passes over here. Fewer passes, or just lighter. But yeah, so I'm gonna go over it multiple times and just doing it lighter as I go down. This would definitely scar someone, but oh well. I just want to see if it comes out pretty. Okay, let's see how far with that went. How many needles? I think it is 5. So it's a round liner, if that helps. Which I think is 5. Oh, well that came out completely black. Well, apparently I went too aggressive the whole time. Whoopsie doopsies. Yeah, exactly. Cross-hatching for shading. Let's try that. Let's try doing the cross-hatching. Conceptually, I get it, but in practice, less so? I think maybe it's like wiping more frequently, maybe. Ooh. Well, that barely did anything. Yeah, I need to like look up how to do actual color, or not color, but like shading in. It would also help if I actually had some ink in here. Stray for life, a snake? That would be fun. I love snakes. Ugh, I love snakes so much. There's like that, I'm totally blanking on the channel, but that one YouTuber, I think it's a couple, and they own like a whole snake and like reptile. I don't know if it's like conservation or like a museum or something, but I love watching their videos when they're hatching new snakes and reptiles. I love their channel. I don't remember what it is. Shout out to that channel. Yeah, that ain't great. Let's just color these in. Now I'm just messing around. I don't really know what I'm doing. I don't know what my plan is here. Let's be honest, I'm trying, no, I guess I do. I'm trying to shade and attempt the concept of shading with a liner. We're just not doing very well here. I know it's like speed and pressure. So I guess if I move, maybe it's like slow, fast. Slow, fast. Actually kind of did something. Okay. Maybe it's working with speed is my thing. Ooh, knocking stuff over. Do I have to press my... Yes, Snake Discovery. Exactly. Addison, thank you. Them. I love them. Yeah. Exactly. I love that channel. Do I have to press my foot on something? No, with the tattoo machine. This is battery operated. Yeah, I didn't show the setup, but this part right here, this chunk is the battery. And then you just charge, and there it comes with 2. So there's another one that's already charged. So you can see like this has 17%. I don't know if y'all can see that. There we go. So it has 7, and I just got ink all over it. Go me. It has 70% battery, but there's another one that it comes with that's fully charged, and so you just like click it out and swap it. But yeah, so no, there's no pedal. It's completely wireless. I feel like I'm selling this thing. Like, ooh, check it out. The link is in the description, but it is. Yeah, so if you are interested, I think it's actually like very reasonably priced. So it is linked in the description. Comes with like a bunch of different tips. A bunch of color, the transfer gel, etc. And then the main thing that like I'm so excited about is this. So this I've partnered with the company to offer a 40% discount on the stencil printer. So if you use code, I think it's abcrafty1, so don't forget the 1, you get 40% off the stencil printer. So I think that's the coolest stinking thing. But yeah, so that's how I got the stencils, was from that printer. I should get commissioned for this. I know, sometimes I do, so this, I wasn't, getting ink everywhere. Why is that spraying on me? Yeah, so they sent these, so the two different companies, so the Faux Memo sent me the gun, and then it's like Orgsta. I'm now remembering that one. Orgsta sent me the printer. So, I mean, I got sent the kits, which is pretty cool. So, you know. And then, like, if you ultimately buy, then I do get a commission. So I would get a commission if you guys buy the products. But otherwise, no, just doing this for fun. It's more for fun. Sometimes I just really want something. So in this case, I really wanted a tattoo gun. And so I reached out to them and asked for a tattoo gun. And sometimes brands say yes, sometimes they say no. But that is how I got this pretty cool gun and the pretty stinking cool printer. Well, that one didn't work. Okay, let's try the speed. Whoosh, whoosh. I feel like maybe giving it some onomatopoeia. Addison, thanks for subbing. Thanks so much. I'm happy it's satisfying to watch. I never know with this kind of stuff. I'm like, I just want to practice something and then hang out with y'all. And then I don't know if it's actually entertaining or not. And like some stuff is hit or miss. And I never know what y'all find interesting to watch. But it's like I do it anyway because I'm good. Like I just want to practice. It's like it's still like crafting related, you know? So it's like I might as well have y'all join me in this journey. I'm liking this shade. Like, it's a concept of shading, I think. I don't think I have enough ink right now on this. Oh, I forget that's a concept. Like, if there's a glob of ink on top, I know you can just use that rather than dipping again. I need to remember that. Do I do tattoos for fun or do it for work or both? Fun. This is not a job. This is the second time I have done this. I would never charge. No. So no, this is the second time I have held a tattoo gun. I absolutely do not. Considering like YouTube, I guess technically this is my quote unquote job. So in that sense, I do it for work, but no, I do not professionally tattoo people. Absolutely not. I have stick and poke tattooed a friend of mine once, and that is the total amount of human tattooing I have done. But the hope is that I will get decent enough at this that he'll let me do a tattoo gun tattoo on him. But like if other friends were like, hey, I want you to tattoo, I totally would, 100%. I would be nervous with the actual tattoo gun, though. Like something that's not bad. Like going over it twice, but I'm like so terrified of scarring someone and like causing a real issue that I'm still apprehensive. But you know, cross hatching will make it darker. Yeah, I need to figure that out. Like clearly my cross hatching, like this was my cross hatch attempt. I conceptually just don't understand it. I think I remember like elementary school, middle school, whenever we learned cross-hatching, I was not great at it. Just with like pen and paper to begin with. So I think I need to like research again how to properly cross-hatch. So far this speed thing though seems to be working decently. Like that's reasonable. Let me grab a new paper towel because I realize the screen isn't really picking it up as well as I can see it. So let's grab a new one. Let's grab a new thing of water. Yeah, Hello Kitty would be cute. There we go. Clean that up a bit. Brain Dead, thanks for joining. Yeah, whenever I go silent, it's either like I'm focusing on something or chances are I'm reading the chat. But thanks for joining. Happy to have you. Oh, a turtle. Oh, that would have been good. Yeah, I was looking at like what animals to do. Like I was looking at caterpillars. It didn't even occur to me to do a turtle. I 100% would have done that. Okay. There, see, you can see the shading now. Like, I feel like I did decent. Like, I'm proud of that. Because, like, here's my shading from last time, you know? Oh, I did try cross-hatching last time. Oh my gosh. There is just dye everywhere. I'm gonna have to go over this. So this was my cross-hatching attempt from last time. Whoop! There. So that was cross-hatching attempt last time. And then I think this was something, like this was pressure, I think I was messing with on this bow. If I can get this cleaned up. Woo! It's getting the ink pot everywhere. Can y'all see that? Not really. Oh well. Point is, this one I think looks better than that one. Ooh, panda, frog. Yeah, I really should have done more animal options. The only animal I printed was a snail and a butterfly. And I guess 0 technically counts. So these were the ideas I had before, but I can print off another stencil sheet for next time and see. But yeah, so here we go. Here are the creations today. We've got our popsicle and then flower number 2 as voted by y'all. Got that one with some shading. I'm proud of that shading. I'm pleased with that. Especially seeing what I did last time, like that is a vast improvement. So I think I'm onto something with the speed thing. That at least worked for me. And then I'll have to look into cross-hatching and how to do that properly. Yeah. Yeah. And then this guy, maybe we'll shade that one or like color it in next time. That'd be fun. Oh yeah. Am I gonna go live tomorrow? Probably not. It is my husband's birthday tomorrow, so chances are I will not be going live tomorrow, but I might be going live Saturday. I just got a new rock tumbler that I'm really excited about, so that might be happening Saturday. So I'll be unboxing that one and like setting it up and like talking about all things rock tumbling. Mikey, someone says happy birthday. Thanks. Obviously you could hear me. I just yelled into the thing. Yeah, it would feel extra painful getting tattooed, probably. Yeah. Anyway, so what was I saying? Yeah, so coming up maybe Saturday, I basically have to get confirmation of if that company wants me to do it Saturday or not. But I am really excited because I have so many stinking rock tumblers and it's become an obsession of mine. So I might be setting that up on Saturday because I'm itching to get that going. So possibly Saturday I will be going live again. But either way, I might still go live. Stay tuned. I don't know. I'm not good at this. I'm not good at, like I say this each time going live, I'm unfortunately terrible at actually going live, and I'll just go sporadically. Like today, I just set it up and was like, click button, go live, do the thing. So I'm not great about scheduling it. So definitely glad y'all are subscribing, so you will hopefully get notified. I know sometimes if you just randomly go live, you might not even get notified. So hopefully y'all catch me either way. But yeah, if it's Saturday, it'll probably, I mean, generally I'll do it around this time, sort of. Well, no, it's already 4 p.m. Well, I started at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. So it'll probably be somewhere around like 1 p.m., 2 p.m. Central, or like 12 p.m. Central Time. So somewhere around there. But yeah, if I get confirmation by tomorrow, it will at least be scheduled. But otherwise, yeah, stay tuned. And I will get this cleaned up on my own so y'all don't have to watch me do this cleanup mess of all of this fun dye. Oh my god, I didn't even see that. Yeah, that arm's not too bad, but that one ain't great. Oh yeah, thanks all for joining. Thanks for new subscribers. I'm excited to have you join. And hopefully I will see you back here on Saturday. But if not, stay tuned for whatever the next live is. Thanks for joining, y'all. Take care.